At 5 Eyewitness News, you told us that fraud and wasted money are important to you, and that's why we're going after it. I'm Kevin Dorn, and every day 5 Eyewitness News is following the money in your neighborhood, asking the tough questions, looking out for you, and uncovering fraud with your tax dollars. We're listening, and we're working hard to protect your money. Watch and see the difference on 5 Eyewitness News.
Hey, Garage Logic fans, Mishki here, slipping in ever so briefly to mention that I have a podcast that comes out every Wednesday and every Friday, twice a week now. The show is pretty much about everything you care about and are interested in and need in your life and want to know more about. I tailored the darn thing specifically to your liking. I tailored it to your loves, to your true passions. That took a long time. I'm spent. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely wasted.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? When it comes to protecting what matters, Pacific Life provides life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits for people and businesses building a more confident tomorrow. Strategies rooted in strength and backed by experience. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Hail the Flashlight King.
Hail you! And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Haidt in the newsroom, and of course, the Rookie. Here is your Flashlight King, Fireworks Commissioner, and the Keeper of Common Sense, your Mayor, Joe Soucheray.
Happy Thanksgiving, GLers. It's Reavers here in the GL Podcast Studios. And for the first time ever, we're having a best of Garage Logic on Thanksgiving. And going through the archives of stuff, we haven't done a show on Thanksgiving in a long time. Normally, the last day is always the day before Thanksgiving, which is a very festive show. And going back to the radio days, an extremely festive show because that's what inspired Rookie to tell Joe that he was checked out. Anyway, without any further ado, the one Thanksgiving-related segment that I do enjoy thoroughly is one where Joe describes what Thanksgiving was like with his family growing up with his uncles. And I hope you enjoy the best of Garage Logic. Once again, everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
I got two uncles, and I'm very serious. My Uncle Jimmy and my Uncle Paul. I would like to act in the role of your trainer.
Okay.
I'd like to put you in an eating concert against those two, because I have never seen plates piled as high as Uncle Jimmy and Uncle Paul can pile a plate. There is no... it's beyond plate management.
Not even plate management?
They're beyond plate management. We're called heaping management. and I have never seen
gross,
such...
Total gross
it's
weight.
It's a GW, a gross weight thing. It's GW 7,000. and a lot of guys practice plate management. This is a vertical heap management. So when they're walking... Mm-hmm. When they're walking, it's a very practiced, steady pace, because what they've got is top-heavy heap. See, plate management...
if you start going this way. Plus, you have to be able to walk, straight.
If they start to lean, it's over.
Yeah.
Whereas plate management... You see waiters practice plate management all the time. They got 7 plates in their hands, and they can spin around and go through a door. That's nothing. That's plate management. Heap management is to get the pile to a place without spilling anything, and that's an incredible thing to see. Now, I would like to put you up against Jimmy and Paul in an eating event, for which I would charge an admission. And you would have the big bib on, and Jimmy and Paul have the bib on, and go into an eating ritual and I'm going to take you in this, by the way. And I've seen these two, and I'm taking you.
I'm intrigued.
I would take you because
I can put away a lot, and I can pile up a lot.
Do you practice heap management?
Well, what I do here is you can't put turkey. When you load up on the turkey, you don't put it all on one side.
And again,
it's going to fall off.
Stop right now. I again need to reassure the great patriotic citizens of Gumption County that when you talk about this, the gleam in your eye is real. The joy you have is real. This is something you're fond of. All right, now continue.
There's no silly, fun rookie. Hey,
this is not funny with you.
No, it's not. This is a legitimate deal where it comes Thanksgiving once a year.
Right.
As we all know.
So, do you heap or plate management?
I heap.
You're a heap.
I didn't know I was a heaper. I'm glad
you're a heaper.
Turn the light on for me, because I thought it was just plate management for me. But you're right. It's not plate management.
Here's when you practice plate management. You practice plate management at a wedding or at somebody's house you don't really know that well.
Where you have to be...
Where you're kind of watching yourself. You're on your best behavior. When you're with a family, in a family environment, at an Easter, a Thanksgiving, or a Christmas, it's heapology.
And more than that.
It has nothing to do with management. It's heapology.
You're right.
You'll heap tomorrow.
Oh, 100%.
Can you get it all on one plate? Or are you a 2-plate heap?
I can.
I don't want you to talk to Collins right now. I want you to talk to me.
Is this Paul?
Which Paul?
Oh, John? Hang on.
Which John?
Your brother, John.
Just a minute. Johnny.
Yeah.
I would put him up against Paul and Jimmy.
Now, see, you're missing a very critical factor here.
What?
Rookie might be able to go one-on-one with him once.
Yeah.
But Paul and Jimmy are going to go back maybe 2, or at least 2, maybe 3 times.
That's a good...
I'm out.
Johnny, that's a good point.
Not going to be able to keep up with.
That's a good point. And each time, there is no reduction in the heap, is there?
No, absolutely
not.
I'm
out of my league,
and here's another critical factor.
Yep.
Jimmy and Paul, there's a fighting chance that throughout the afternoon they might have had a cocktail or 2.
Right.
A few beers.
Right.
So I mean, and of course anything that would resemble an hors d'oeuvre. So I mean, they come prepared.
Johnny.
Yeah.
What role does the nap play?
The nap is almost instantaneous with dinner, and it coincides with any kind of cleanup that has
to be done. That's exactly right. But you know, Johnny, you've saved me some money, because I was going to go with my young man here.
Oh, no.
But he doesn't have repeat qualities now.
I feel sorry for you right now.
Yeah.
Because you really misread this situation.
Yeah.
But the other thing.
Yeah.
You're right on, because you know what? If I went back, I'd grab a little bit of stuffing and a couple of slices of turkey.
This is repeat heaping.
I'm out.
Dinner again.
Again, a complete.
It's not just I'll have a couple slices of turkey.
No, this is the whole
another
thing.
FM.
It's
so they'd be going
2 FMs inside 30 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm way out.
You got to go back to the nap for a minute.
Yeah.
Nap.
Because while everybody else is frenetically cleaning up and storing away pots that are used once a year,
right?
These 2 are asleep,
right,
waking up in time to start drinking and ready for dessert. And that's another complete experience. It's not just a little piece of pie with a sliver of whipped cream.
No, it's the whole deal, isn't it?
It's a whole thing, back and forth. And then while they're done, they might, 9:30, everybody else is long gone. They might say, is there one cold beer left?
Of course.
Well, Rookie's got a long way to go.
Yeah, well, you really did straighten me out on that.
Yeah.
And it just shows a young guy like this what he needs to strive for, doesn't it?
Oh. He's got many years to prepare.
Many years of practice before he would achieve this kind of status. Because you're absolutely right. I had some of that dynamic had slipped my mind, but you're absolutely right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm not taking you. I'm out. I'm out of it because he pointed out you stand no chance. You're too young. You don't have enough practice. Your skills aren't ready. You just haven't done this enough.
No, I'd have to agree, and I'm not even insulted. I couldn't go back for that. I have a tough enough time going 2 FM, 2 full meals here at 2, and then 6 or 7:30 or whenever it is at the other. It just
I've seen these guys go 2 full heaps at the same dinner table, and maybe 3. In their younger days, they were 3 full heaps.
Oh, man.
At the same dinner table.
Couldn't do it.
So
I bow to the champions.
Football season is going hot and heavy, and Underdog is the best place to get into the game and get in on all the action. Best part of Underdog? How easy it is to play. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and lots more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. This week on Underdog, I'm looking at Josh Jacobs, picking him to go higher for touchdowns, and it seems like Matthew Stafford is always a good pick to go higher on passing yards. Download the app today, sign up with the promo code GARAGE to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code GARAGE. Underdog, make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, they're all back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Whether you're into basketball, football, hockey, or any sport in between, Underdog is the best place to play, and playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite player will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, and many more. Get your picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your money. Austin Reeves, I've been picking him a lot this year. He's been good at everything. Points, assists, you name it. So I'll be looking at Austin Reeves to go higher in points and assists. Download the app today and use promo code GARAGE to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code GARAGE. Underdog. Make picks, win money.
Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
60-year-old Gloria Linares from Long Island celebrating a remarkable feat. She's now run a marathon in every state.
Hey. Wow. Linares. Even Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
And she's bragging about it?
Even Alaska?
Well, that was the last one. She finished up the Mayor's Marathon in Anchorage, Alaska this weekend, 4 hours and 20 minutes. She ran her first marathon in New York City, 1978. The grandmother's next goal, run a marathon on every continent.
Well, good luck. She doesn't have much time.
She's
well, that's not what I meant. There's a lot of places.
She's a retired manicurist. Yeah. You know how they make different Monopoly games now? You know, you get the Beatles
Not
Monopoly.
really.
You get New York Yankees Monopoly.
Yeah, sure, if you say so.
The latest, AC/DC Monopoly.
Oh, what do you buy?
Well, the game will feature players buying, selling, and trading AC/DC albums and international concert locations. Players will improve their properties with gold and platinum records. The players' tokens that you choose to move around the board with will include a cannon from the song For Those About to Rock, a bundle of dynamite from TNT,
a dynamite,
a bell on fire from, of course,
Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells.
Who's the little fruitcake with the schoolboy outfit on?
Angus Young.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but that singer is one of the fastest drivers on Top Gear's
Yeah, he
chart.
did a nice. He did it. Turned in a nice
Turned
lap.
a hell of a
Missed
lap.
that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Angus, one of the tokens will also be his schoolboy hat.
That's a little weird. You've got a guy who, he's got to be pushing 65 by now, right?
Gotta
He's
be.
Still wearing the little shorts.
He looks it, too, when you see him, his face. Old.
Who is the singer? Something Johnson.
Brian
Johnson.
Yep. A British soldier killed
It's
by
me and your Johnson. You and your Johnson.
You, your kids, and your Johnson.
Right.
Not fast enough for that guy, sorry.
A British soldier killed...
Was that a real ad?
Yeah.
All right.
Johnson Motorboats since 19 whatever it was.
They didn't. Johnson Motors.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'll get it right.
Motorboat.
British soldier killed by a Taliban bomb in Afghanistan left $161,500 in his will so his friends could go on vacation in Las Vegas.
Huh.
Royal Marine David Hart, who had taken out a $404,000 life insurance policy before he was deployed, stipulated in a letter that in the event of his death, his friends and their partner should travel to Las Vegas for a massive party. In his memory, in his letter, David said he had a great life, had no regrets. He wanted his friends to do something on him. And now, 1 year after his death, 32 friends flying to Vegas to honor his last wishes.
Your friends and your Johnson.
Wow.
That was within the time.
Was
That's
it?
right. Yep.
Yep. Plus, it was Johnson, with the friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was? A Chinese man who...
Your girl and your Johnson.
That's funny.
Chinese
That's
man.
just funny. The green one or the white one or one of the red ones?
That'd be a white one by then.
A Chinese man who transformed his
Why
own...
do I answer him?
I don't know.
I look at him like he's asking a serious question.
Well, they made them in all sorts of different colors. That's all I'm saying. Little 3s or big 9s.
Well, the greens were early 50s and the reds were late 50s, and then they got to the whites.
Yep.
A Chinese man who transformed his old Nissan car into a Lamborghini had it confiscated by police on its maiden voyage. Lu Yongdong of Kunming in southwest China's Yunnan province spent more than 10 grand on the transformation, but he was pulled over by police within minutes of taking the sports car for its first spin around the city streets.
Well, he still ended up with a Nissan, didn't he?
Yeah, it's still a Nissan.
A police spokesman said the car is not registered, shouldn't be driven on the road. It appears to have been rather roughly put together. We were concerned it wouldn't meet health and safety standards.
Oh, so it's like a redneck version, right? I'm seeing lumber.
I saw the picture. It was all spray painted black. It looked like it was very odd looking.
Wow. What was his name, John?
His name was Liu Yongdong.
All right.
Oh,
Sure it is.
Well.
The car.
Yes, sir, long dog.
The car is currently being held by local traffic officers who will decide whether or not to return it to Liu after a thorough inspection.
And if they do decide to keep it, it'll be great firewood for the policeman's ball.
Right, for the fireworks.
Right.
In Ohio, the Richland County dog warden has charged a Shelby, Ohio man for having sexual relations with his 3-year-old German Shepherd mix. According to officials, Peter Bauer.
That's 21 in dog years.
Say that.
Next story.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I think you're right, Kenny. I think we'll just move right along.
Oh, you good-looking thing.
I got her up here.
Well, that means that he had to buy her a drink first.
How old was the dog?
20.
Huh?
3.
3. That's 21 in dog.
21
You're
in
right,
dog.
Rook. 21 in dog years.
That's what I always say.
It's a legal dog.
You ought to be ashamed.
Saw such big ones.
A man who drank 6.
Realize Kenny just told you ought to be ashamed.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I thought too.
My dog jumped up on my lap and she started licking my pants.
A man who drank 6 bottles of alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
While being treated in an Australian hospital for alcoholism has sparked calls for the antibacterial gel to be better secured. The man will be okay.
It'd be nice if it was better flavored.
Or, yeah, if you mixed it with something.
Wow.
Doctors said in a letter published Sunday in the Medical Journal of Australia, they were stunned to discover the man had downed 6 12.7-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer. He ended up with a blood alcohol concentration of 0.27%. That's more than 5 times higher than the legal limit in Australia.
What would you cut it with, Reavers?
Oh, I was just going to say his colon was cleaner than anything, though. It's pristine.
You got to have at least a lime or something to go with it, don't you?
Yeah. Officials say the incident highlights the need for hospitals to bolt hand sanitizer bottles to walls so they can only be refilled, never removed, and never drunk. The man, by the way, will be okay. 400 skinny dippers stripped off and plunged into the sea at Rosylley Beach in Wales to set a new world record. They braved the cold and tore off clothes shortly before 8 in the morning, ran into the water shrieking. The existing record, 250 naked bathers they have submitted to Guinness.
Where's this, John?
In Wales.
In Wales, John?
Yesterday morning, yes.
A lot of nudity in the news over the weekend.
A lot of
here in
nudity
town,
stories.
out in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican are the same thing as Cuban. I mean, they all are very hot.
I didn't understand.
Neither did I, but I wanted to know what it was.
A 31-year-old Vernon, Connecticut man faces drug possession charges after he allegedly put an ad seeking marijuana on Craigslist.
Attaboy.
Police say members of the statewide narcotics task force took Michael Krebs into custody Thursday afternoon in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant after they contacted him and he allegedly went to pick up pot from them. The Hartford court reports Krebs was charged with possession of less than 4 ounces of marijuana, being held in lieu of $2,500 bond.
Boy, that's rough, huh? No contacts. You got to run an ad. Joe, you ever been out on the East Coast doing a road trip and you find yourself out of weed? What do you do then?
Craigslist.
Yeah, of course.
And a London auction house says a nickel-plated revolver.
Wait a minute, though. That's another reason why the classified sections aren't working in the newspaper anymore,
That's
Joe.
right. That's right.
Nickel-plated revolver once belonging to Al Capone expected to sell for up to $100,000. Christie's auction house said the 6-shot police-positive gun goes up for auction Wednesday, owned and used by Capone before his arrest on income tax evasion charges. The gun had then been passed on to Capone's older brother, Ralph, now being sold by a private collector.
I didn't know there was a Ralph Capone.
Yes, there were several. I actually got this from Jordy. He had another brother who was a law enforcement officer.
Really? What was his name? Birdie?
I don't remember. He changed his last name so it wouldn't be Capone, though.
All right.
Was the gun used to kill anybody?
Well, not that we're aware of.
And
Kenny,
the least known
knows?
Capone followed what Mom was going to do and became a dentist.
That's right.
Right.
I read something this morning that I found hard to believe.
Okay.
It was reported in the Pioneer Press that St. Paul, and we've talked about this, is seeing an increase in coyotes.
Oh, God, you're going to bring yes.
I can't wait for this, Reavers. I have to go right off the bat.
Oh.
I can't even build up to this.
This might be an all-timer.
It is an all-timer. Coyotes encroaching in urban areas of the Twin Cities are likely there to stay, according to animal control experts. Molly Lunaris. Write that name down.
Molly
Lunaris, Lunaris. Molly Lunaris, the animal control supervisor in St. Paul, told Minnesota Public Radio that while the city doesn't necessarily track coyote sightings, they've been receiving more calls about the animals.
Okay.
The coyotes will likely stay in the area as the city works to clean its water and improve parks, Lunaris said. Here's the quote that should hang in everyone's garage.
Here it is. Here it
if
comes.
you ever have any doubt about the trouble we're in.
Yeah.
I think it speaks well of our city that wild animals choose to live here. It speaks to the care we've put into our environment, that it's a welcoming place for a multitude of species.
No.
Are you kidding me?
No. We don't want...
They eat your pet.
Right. They could harm
your cat.
Yes. Harm your children on a playground if they're, playing hide and seek in the trees.
What is this
person? He?
Probably a Zer.
I got some stuff on that later on.
What is this person going to say the first time a 2-year-old is wounded?
Molly's going to have to eat those words because we're not far from that.
She acts like there was a convention and the coyotes,
we're happy they chose.
There was you could go to a table where there were representatives from Omaha.
Right.
And you could go to a table where there was representatives from Chicago.
The woods of Breezy Point.
But they all came over to the Minnesota table and said, yeah, that sounds all right.
Handle this.
We're going to go there. And to this moron, she interprets this as diversity. Are you kidding me?
All are welcome here.
Yeah, this...
Their food source is doing really good right now. And one thing that I have learned over the years in my profession is coyotes will breed and have litters according to what their food source is.
Great.
Well, this is...
Should we leave apples on the
This is the Minneapolis Animal Care and Control Director, Carolyn Harefield, said she wouldn't be surprised to see an increase in coyotes to accompany the increase in bunnies. There aren't any bunnies left because the coyotes ate them.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Next, the squirrels will be gone.
Their food source is doing really good right now. And one thing that I have learned over the years in my profession is coyote will breed and have litters according to what their food source is, Harefield said. So if the food source is really good in the community, they'll have more litters. These people are excited about this. This summer, the summer is the prime time for coyotes to have puppies, which may also explain the increase in sightings, said Scott Nolan, the Forest Lake Area Wildlife Manager for the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources. There aren't any records of coyotes attacking humans in Minnesota, Nolan said. Arm waving or making loud noises will usually scare coyotes away. No.
If you do that Russian dance thing where you can, jump down on your knees.
Well, but all that can happen here is that they will become more and more bold.
This is the next step. They're not cute.
And we have to pay, the taxpayers of St. Paul have to pay somebody named Molly, what did I say her name was?
Linares.
Molly Linares, who thinks that this speaks well of the city, as though there was a recruiting effort made to go around the country and advertise the pleasures of St. Paul so that coyotes would move here.
Hey, Gary, I've got a mission here. How do we get more coyotes?
We want to be coyote friendly.
Yeah, you got to sell them on the clean water and the parks.
We're improving our water to such an extent that they're leaving the murky water because we're repairing.
What's water got to do with it?
I don't know.
Water has nothing to do with coyotes. They're not lake dwellers.
When I read the quote, I wanted so badly that it be satire.
Well, the hell, these people are not capable of satire. Here, I got a note from Tim regarding this story. This proves how out of touch the bureaucrats are with the rest of us. St. Paul's animal control supervisor thinks having coyotes running around in the city is a good thing. And then he quotes her. No, it means that wild animals will go anywhere they can find food, even if it's that food is your cat or dog. It's sad that an animal control officer doesn't understand that this is a bad thing. It's truly mind-boggling. How isolated is much of the public class from the rest of us?
Isolated. As much as can be. This much.
Call her up, Reavers. I want to know if she has kids.
Okay.
St. Paul Animal Control Supervisor, Molly Linares.
He's probably out looking for coyotes right now.
You don't have to look very hard.
No. Out the window.
Look out your window. Isn't that something? She acts as though St. Paul has successfully recruited a new ethnicity to town. Because she said, we're open to all species.
No, we're not. I don't want a bunch of species running around.
Wolves are next. Bears, not a doubt in my mind. And you know my theory. You know how this started.
Shark attacks.
No, this started when dogs had to go on leashes.
Oh, the social, the antisocial dog.
Analyze it logically. No one listening everyone listening who's over the age of 50 remembers when dogs roamed free. There was a couple of results from that. The dogs were much better behaved because they got to socialize.
Right.
And so they were exhausted and would just soon sit in their front yard.
Right.
But during the day when they wandered around with all their buddies, you think animals dared to come into the city limits? The dogs were a natural protection force.
I never even thought about that point.
Uh-oh. What? What happened? What happened?
Is it getting worse?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm on their website.
Yeah.
To try to find her number.
Yeah.
You can apparently request a brochure.
Adopt a coyote.
No, but one of them is, it's, hey, be a responsible pet owner.
Yeah. Sure.
One is, be a good cat neighbor.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm
not a...
Joe Souchere needs one.
I don't know that I'm a good cat neighbor.
34,
I did
15.
go to the cat fest, but... You want to be a good cat neighbor, Bri?
Welcome back,
What do you do? Do they give you tips on how to be a good cat neighbor? Leave on the...
I'll see you later.
You're back to work. You gotta hang out. I don't care how ugly it gets.
How's your neighbor? He's a pretty damn good cat neighbor.
Yeah? What does he rank? What is he out of 10?
He's an 8.
Okay. Yeah. Until that cat got eaten by the coyote.
Wow.
I'm gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked. Let me read the quote again. I think it speaks well of our city that wild animals choose to live here.
It speaks to the care we've put into our environment, that it's a welcoming place for a multitude of species, Lunaris said. I, like you, desperately wished that she was doing a bit. This is not a bit.
It's not a bit.
This is who governs us, unelected as she may be.
She's making decisions.
Probably making 80, 90 grand a year.
How to be a good cat neighbor.
Animal control.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Cats don't even like other people. At least a dog will come up to the fence and go wagging its tail saying, how you doing? You got any food?
When dogs were off leashes. And then what happened? Somebody stepped in some poop one day and said something, we must do something about this.
Immediately.
And then the dogs had to go on leashes. Now, you'll never see a good dog anymore. They're all uptight. They've lost their social skills. They don't get to hang around with their buddies. They're a mess. They're just a mess.
Yeah.
Every time you see somebody walking a dog, you watch the dog. And then the dog sees another dog, the two dogs go nuts.
Yep.
That never used to happen. Never used to happen.
Turkey of the Year started in about 1978 when I was with the Pioneer Press. Woody Hayes had the inaugural vote, and he was the big winner that year after he punched a player in the sidelines. It was time for Woody to go, and he went out a hero at winning in 1978 the Turkey of the Year. Winona's own Paul Giel, the Gopher athletic director in 1983, Lou Holtz in 85. Holtzy, right after he said he ain't going anywhere, promptly left for Notre Dame. He wins it in 85. Louis Nanny in 1988. Louis never let me forget that. Remarkable Mike Lynn in 89. May he rest in peace. Also, one of my favorites in 1993, Norm Green. When he picked up the North Stars and took them down to Texas, he was the 93 Turkey of the Year. The year 2000, the year that changed everything in Minnesota, Governor Jesse Ventura. How about this one? Glenn Mason in 2003, followed by Red McCombs, two football-related. And then, how about this? We switched over to the Wild for a little bit. In 2008, my pick was Marion Gabrick, a sniper for the Wild that just wasn't making it. And then, of course, 2010, the return of Brett Favre. And Zygmunt Wilf, my favorite antagonist, 2011. The list goes on, and a recurring 25 years of, well, in 2014, it was 25 years of the Timberwolves who can't win a thing. The Grim Reaper picks it up in 2015. Gophers men's athletics last year. Who will be the Turkey of the Year? Well, you got to read to find out. This is the Troller, the King Troller Royce. Check it out for this year's Turkey of the Year. How's that?
Well, I hope you've enjoyed a brief but best of Garage Logic here at Reavers in the GL Podcast Studios. And a special thanks to Matt Otto for the inspiration and the assistance. You've been a fine contributor to Garage Logic over the years, so thank you very much for the help with assembling this best of Garage Logic.